Hello everyone, welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle, and today we are doing the Senate prediction video for you guys today, the one I do every month obviously. So I've definitely changed some things from last month from what I've seen, so you're definitely going to be in for a little bit of a surprise. I wouldn't say it's like a huge surprise because there is some advantages for the Democrats in this one, well probably like one advantage, but it isn't that big of an advantage still. You'll see what I mean at the end. So let's get into this. So let's start with the Democrats. So I think the safe Dems are going to be California, Washington, Hawaii, a lot of these smaller states right here, and then New York, and I think Minnesota. I just don't see Minnesota. A lot of people think Minnesota could actually get closer than usual in the Senate race. I don't think so. The Minnesota senator, that person, I believe it's a girl. I believe I know her name. I can't exactly remember, but I know that she is a big electoral juggernaut, and I just don't see her getting out in Minnesota at all. She's really, really great in Minnesota for them for some weird reason. They love her no matter what, and I'm going to keep that as solid. In California, some people think that could be likely because of the Republican candidate. And I don't know. It's still California. I just don't see it going in the likely column unless I see a lot more data on it. I just don't see it happening. I don't even see it going in the likely column as of right now. It could happen. You never know, because of how unliked Schiff is. You just never know. But at the same time, I just don't see it happening. I'm gonna keep it as solid D. Let me see if there's any more on here. I don't think there's any more solid D ones I have. So let's do safe D, solid or safe either way. Now a safe Republican. So I have a decent amount of safe Republican ones. So let's start with this. Now one of these will actually surprise you. So let's do Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska, Nebraska's second seat, and then North Dakota, Missouri, Tennessee, West Virginia, Indiana, and then I'm also going to put Florida. Rick Scott is doing so great right now, and I just don't see him even going in the likely column. So many people support Rick Scott. I believe I saw several polls that said he's plus 13, and plus 13 and plus 10. So I mean, I just don't see him not going safe red. Rick Scott is just so popular in Florida. I wouldn't say he's the Ron DeSantis, but him as a senator, they love him as a senator as of right now, and it is crazy to think that a lot of people like Rick Scott that much. Any more safe red? I would say no more safe red. Let's do likely Dem, and I would say likely Dem would be. I'm gonna say Virginia, and I don't think I have any others that are likely. Actually, yes, I do. I have Maine. The reason I say Virginia is because I thought Virginia could get closer in the Senate race, but their Democrat senator, I can't remember his name. Yeah, I know his name now. Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine. I thought he could go. Like, I wouldn't say he was going to go down, but I thought it was going to get closer. But I saw so many things that say Tim Kaine is just going to win by a lot, and I wouldn't say by a solid margin or a safe margin, but I do think he's going to win by a likely margin. I just don't see it going down anymore. I thought it was going to be closer to maybe like a lean, but I'm changing my decision because Tim Kaine is really, really doing good. I'm surprised so many people still like Tim Kaine in Virginia, but I mean, hey, that's just how it goes. I knew it was going to go to Democrats anyway, but I'm just changing it to likely from lean from last month. Any other likely Dem? I don't believe I have any other likely Dem on here. Yeah, other than Maine, obviously I already put that. But yeah, that's all the likely Dems. Now let's do likely Republican. This could actually surprise some of you. So I'm gonna put likely for Texas. That's not surprising. Some people think it could be safe. I don't know. It's Ted Cruz. I like Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is an awesome guy, but I just don't see Ted Cruz winning by 10 or more points. I mean, he could. You never know if it's a weak Dem candidate. But I don't know. Ted Cruz isn't like a huge popular candidate in Texas, so I just don't see him winning by a safe margin no matter what. I mean, it could change by the election, but I just don't see it happening. Now let's do another one. Okay, so this one's going to surprise a lot of people. So Montana. The reason I'm putting Montana as likely instead of lean is because Montana is surging Republican, surging more and more Republican with the Senate race, and I just don't see it going down at all. I just don't see it like going down, period. It's just not something that I think is going to happen. It just keeps going up and up and up. Even though some people think Tester is not going to go down, it's going to happen regardless. It's Montana. I think it's their time to shine, to finally show the people that they can vote out Tester. And even in a likely margin. Like I think it's going to happen no matter what, especially since it's in an election year. It's just going to happen. And then also the other one is Ohio. A lot of people think Ohio could be in the lean column. I think it's just getting worse and worse and worse for Sherrod Brown. So I just think it's in the likely column. I could change this decision later on. It could be in the lean column later on. You never know. But as of right now, I'm just keeping it in the likely column. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. This is the one I'm a little bit more iffy on to put it in the likely. But the reason I am is because I just think Tester is not surging whatsoever. So I just see Ohio going likely at this point. Now I could change it next month, but we'll see what happens. As of right now, though, I am going to put likely for Ohio. That's definitely controversial for some people. I don't believe I have any more likely Republican. No, I don't. Okay, now let's do lean Dem. I have I believe 3 lean Dem. So let's go with New Mexico lean. And let's go with PA lean and then Michigan lean. The reason I have PA lean, and even I've seen polling that shows that the Republican candidate is he is surging, and I believe the last poll I saw was he's down by 2 or 1, which I mean that's great. That's great for him, but I just don't see Pennsylvania voting for a Republican senator at all, unless I see significant evidence that shows that the Republican candidate could win. I mean, he's not even really a Trumper anyway, so it'd be like a Maryland situation in a way. I wouldn't say like the same exact way, but it could be like a Maryland situation. But either way, I just don't see it happening at all. I just don't see the Republican candidate in PA winning. But anything can happen, you never know. In Michigan, the reason I put that is I thought it would be closer before. I thought it would be like a tilt D, but after a while, it just looks like Michigan's probably just going to get the blue senator. And, I mean, you never know. You never know if Michigan's going to switch. I just don't see it happening because it is Michigan. But you never know what's going to happen. I feel like they're more focused on the presidential election than the Senate. So I do think they're going to be a lean Dem, not a tilt Dem like I thought before. And I believe that's all the lean Dem I have. Now, do I have any lean Republican? No, I don't have any lean Republican. So let me do tilt Dem. So tilt Dem, this won't surprise you, but I'm going to put tilt Dem for Maryland. The reason I'm putting tilt Dem for Maryland is I don't trust that Hogan is actually going to win yet. I've seen several polls that have Hogan down. One poll had Hogan down by 8 or 5. And I just don't see Hogan winning, but I think he's going to keep it close. I think Hogan is going to keep it close. But you never know. The election's a long time from now. You never know what's going to happen. But Hogan could surge. I'm not kidding. Hogan could surge because of how popular he is. If Hogan does surge, I will definitely change my opinion. A lot of people probably would put it in the lean column. I'm putting it in the tilt just in case because I believe Hogan has a little bit more faith. There's a lot of more faith for Hogan in Maryland than a lot of people think. So I think it'll be closer than a lot of people expect. But I don't think it'll be a win for Hogan. Now, any more tilt Dem? I would say Arizona. The reason I'm saying I believe I changed this from last month. The reason I'm saying Arizona tilt Dem, I don't think Kari Lake could. I mean, I think she can win. She can win. I believe Kari Lake can win. But it's just really iffy because I've seen several polls that Kari Lake is down, which I've seen them before. But they're going up more and more and more. But at the same time, Kari Lake did almost win the governor race years ago. So I'd say tilt Dem for now. It really depends on how popular she really is. I think it'll go tilt D. I don't think Arizona's going to pick a Republican senator, but you never know what's going to happen. But for now, I'm just going to put tilt D for Arizona. Now, for Wisconsin, I'm also putting tilt D. The reason I put tilt D for Wisconsin is I think they could actually get a Republican in there. I think it's possible. I think it's like an Arizona situation. Do you really think they're going to get the Republican in there or not? It's like a 50-50 shot, I guess you could say. I think Arizona and Wisconsin are like 50-50 into whether that Republican's getting in there or not. Especially Arizona. I think Arizona is closer than Wisconsin will be, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure exactly, but I just want to Arizona and Wisconsin are definitely going to shift with me probably each month. Maybe Maryland, just because it's a really iffy one to talk about because they're both really close in their races and stuff like that. Now this one is actually going to Republican for tilt, and it's Nevada. The reason I put Nevada in the tilt column for Republican is I think Nevada is finally going to pull it off, especially with Trump with a 6-point advantage in Nevada. I think Nevada's just going to pull it off with a Republican no matter what. I just don't see a reason for them not to. With a 6-point swing for a presidential, I just don't see them not voting for the Republican candidate. Obviously, Arizona has a 5-point swing in the average. But at the same time, remember, Arizona likes to split their votes a lot. Arizona is a big vote splitting state. So I would say Arizona could go to Republican, but I'm going to say right now it's gonna go to tilt D for me. Nevada, though, I think they're going to the Republican candidate. I don't see a shot where the Democrats win it if Trump does have a 6-point lead in Nevada. So I think Nevada just gets a Republican in there for the first time in a while. And that's basically my prediction right there, guys. 53 Republican to 47 Dem. Definitely the ones that could switch around each month. It's definitely going to be Nevada, Arizona. Well, actually, not Nevada. I think Nevada is actually going to keep going red. Arizona, Wisconsin, and Maryland are going to be the ones that are going to keep shifting around. That's the ones that I really think. Maybe Ohio could go to the lean. You never know. But I think the main ones that could shift each month are definitely Arizona, Wisconsin, and Maryland. Maryland, it really depends on how much support Hogan has. Wisconsin and Arizona, it's just a 50-50 shot on who they pick because of Arizona is a vote splitting state. Wisconsin is not really a big Republican supporting state, so you just never know. It's not like Michigan where they'll vote Republican in the presidential, but then they'll vote Dem in the Senate, I guess you could say. But for Arizona, it's a little bit weirder. It's like a 50-50 split usually because of their vote splitting. And Nevada, I just think surging right. I think they're just going to keep surging right soon. And soon you might see me put this in the lean column. I'm definitely not saying that yet. But if Trump keeps going up in Nevada, you could definitely see this in the lean column right here because I believe Nevada is definitely going to shift more and more to the right come election day. Now, definitely not in the safe column, but I think it could be in the lean column for Senate. But yeah, these are definitely the 3 states you got to look at for the next couple of months. Arizona, Wisconsin, and Maryland because of how much it could shift. Pennsylvania, I guess you could look at, but you just never know. But yeah, basically, the Republicans do take the White House. I believe it is one off from the last month I had it. I believe last month I had Arizona in the right column, so technically Republicans lose a seat in my opinion. But also Arizona is 50-50. You never know. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this prediction video, and tomorrow I will be having my West Virginia result. I'll be talking about the West Virginia results for their election, just to talk about it. You guys don't have to watch it. If you aren't from West Virginia, you don't really have to. I just posted just to talk about some West Virginia stuff that happens. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.